The criminal complaint against Jack Douglas Teixeira, coming out of the District of Massachusetts, filed in court, signed by Special Agent Patrick Lukenhoff from the FBI and signed off by the magistrate judge. You can see here it is a criminal complaint, 2 counts, unauthorized retention and transmission of national defense information, unauthorized removal and retention of classified documents or materials. This is the affidavit saying that, to the best of their knowledge, on February 28th in Massachusetts, Jack Teixeira did the following, committed those 2 crimes. I, Patrick Lukenhoff, am an FBI agent and a special FBI agent, been doing that since 2018. During this time, I received my training at Quantico, various investigative methods, very sophisticated. I'm somebody who investigates counterintelligence and espionage. I do many things: physical surveillance, computer electronic surveillance, electronic email, blah, 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 the things, including methods used by individuals engaged in the disclosure of classified information. Now, your affiant, this FBI agent, Patrick, is currently investigating Jack Douglas Teixeira, who he believes willfully transmitted information. These are the facts that he has gleaned together. He says, I believe there is probable cause that Teixeira violated U.S. law, 2 different violations, 18 U.S. Code 793B, making it illegal that whoever copies, takes, makes, obtains, attempts to copy, take, make, obtain, sketch, photograph, there you go, photograph, negative, blueprint, plan, map, model, instrument, appliance, document, writing, or note anything, including making origami, shall be fined or imprisoned not more than 10 years. Or both. And in this case, there were some interesting things happening. I mean, we saw photographs for sure. We definitely saw what we thought was the taking of some documents. They looked like they were crumpled up and smashed into a pocket and then taken out at home and then photographed. And so we're often asking ourselves, how did he get his hands on these materials? If they were just photographs and these were just emails that were being passed along and he was just in the chain inadvertently getting these emails, were these crumpled up documents that were taken home? If they were just emails, did he print them and then take them home and then photograph them there? Why didn't he just take pictures on the screen? Let's see. They say another violation of the law, that pursuant to U.S. Code, whoever lawfully having possession of or controls any of the documents, delivers or causes them to be communicated, is also breaking the law. Penalties, not more than 10 years. Pursuant to another law, it's also illegal, and so on. They say that under Executive Order 13526, the unauthorized disclosure of top secret TS material, top secret would cause grave damage and exceptionally grave damage. Secret could reasonably be expected to cause serious damage to the national security, and confidential would cause damage to national security. So the most serious at the top secret, exceptionally grave. Secret, serious damage. Confidential, damage. And sensitive compartment information means classified information derived from intelligence sources, which is further restricted and contained within access control systems. Classified information of any designation may be shared only with persons determined to be appropriate on a need-to-know basis. Otherwise, it's classified, and people who are not entitled to receive it are not entitled to receive it. In this case, the special agent says there is probable cause to believe that Jack improperly and unlawfully retained and transmitted this information at the top secret SCI level to persons not authorized to receive the information, the highest level that we have, reasonably be expected to cause exceptionally grave damage to national security. They say the FBI has been investigating the unauthorized disclosure of classified national information in connection with the posting of dozens of images posted on the internet. Many of the documents depicted in these images bear classification markings called top secret, which would serve to indicate the presence of U.S. government classified information. Many of these images were posted publicly on social media platform One. We know that to be Discord. It's a VoIP instant messaging platform. Users have the ability to communicate, persistent chat room, voice channels, invitation, and so on, aka Discord. Certain of the images appear to depict government information that was used to inform senior military and civilian government officials during the briefings at the Pentagon in Arlington, Virginia. On April 10th, the FBI interviewed a user of the social media platform called User One. According to User One, an individual using the particular username began posting what appeared to be classified information on social media, Discord, in or about December 2022 within Discord. According to this other user, the individual using the subject username was the administrator of the server Discord. User 1 indicated that the purpose of Discord was to discuss geopolitical affairs and current historical wars. According to this user, the individual using the subject username, we believe that to be OG, according to the media, initially posted government information as paragraphs of text. However, in January 2023, he began posting photographs. They say that one of the documents described the status of the Russia-Ukraine conflict, including troop movements on a particular date, all being based on sensitive U.S. intelligence gathered through classified sources and methods. They say the analysis of this says this material was classified as the TS-SCI level, as described above, grave damage to national security. Now, this user told the FBI that he spoke to the individual using the name OG at various times, also used video chats, voice calls, and the chat function. He said during those convos, the individual using the username OG explained he had become concerned that he may be discovered making the transcriptions of the text. So he began taking the documents to his residence and photographing them. How did he get his hands on those documents? The physical documents. The user also described to the FBI his interactions with individuals posting under the name. In the course of those interactions, user 1 learned that the individual posting under the subject username called himself Jack. So we're going from OG to Jack now. Appeared to reside in Massachusetts, claimed he was with the U.S. Air National Guard. He described the individual, white male, clean cut, between 20 and 30 years of age. On April 12th, Discord provided the FBI with records. Pursuant to the legal process, they got a warrant, they got everything they needed from them. The records included information related to user 1's account and the subscriber information for the administrator of server 1, to which the account belonged. So user 1's in the chat, they've got the main admin from the Discord. According to these records, the individual using the subject username, OG, is the administrator of server 1, and the billing name associated with the subject is Jack Teixeira. And they've got a specific residence in North Dighton, Massachusetts, listed as his primary residence in his paperwork for the Air Force. On April 12th, the FBI arrested Teixeira at his home. User 1 also identified Teixeira's registry of motor vehicles photo from a lineup. So the FBI went, they got his photo from the MVD. They said, hey, is this you? Do you know this person who has posted the information? He said, yeah, identified him. According to a review, Teixeira began serving in the Air Force May 2022, stationed at Otis Air National Guard Base in Massachusetts, enlisted U.S. Air Force National Guard as an E1 rank, and his title as of February 2023 was Cyber Defense Operations Journeyman. As required for this position, Teixeira holds a top secret security clearance, which was granted in 2021. This is interesting. Now, a lot of debate about this. How is it possible that such a young man at such an entry-level position could get access to these things? Apparently, he was cleared for it. Based on my training and experience, I know that to acquire his security clearance, Teixeira would have signed a lifetime binding non-disclosure agreement in which he would have had to acknowledge that the unauthorized disclosure could result in criminal charges. So we'll see if they dig that up, right? That's going to be a document that they're going to have to dig up, and they'll probably do so. In addition to Teixeira's top secret clearance, he maintains sensitive, compartmented access to other highly classified programs. He also had this access since 2021. The government document posted on the Discord chat was accessible by virtue of his employment, right? They're saying he had legitimate access to these things. According to the U.S. government agency, which has access to certain logs of certain documents that Teixeira accessed, Teixeira accessed the government document in February 2023, approximately 1 day before user 1 reposted the information on the internet. The user told the FBI that the information he reposted was originally posted by that individual. In addition, according to the second government agency, which can monitor certain searches conducted on its classified networks, on April 6, Teixeira used his government computer to search classified information intelligence reporting for the word leak, meaning he may want to know if they're looking for leaks. The first public reporting regarding the government information appeared on or around April 6. Accordingly, there is reason to believe that Teixeira was searching for classified reporting regarding the assessment of the identity of the individual who transmitted these docs. to include the government document. He goes, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. I better see what they know about this situation. Says Urifiant submits that the facts set forth in this affidavit establish probable cause to believe Teixeira violated the law. Therefore, we ask you issue an arrest warrant and do so. Done and signed by Patrick Lukenhoff, special agent of the FBI, approved by Judge David H. Hennis, United States Magistrate Judge. You see here, this is Jack Douglas Teixeira, Assistant U.S. Attorney assigned, Nadine Pellegrini, charged by a criminal complaint, already in federal custody in Massachusetts. So from what this criminal complaint looks like, nicely buttoned up. Just a young man who got access to some very interesting documents, shared them with other friends on the internet, and it got out of control. We'll see what the government does and what his defense team does